Thank you. Hi, I'm Sandy DeLito, and I am a realtor here in town with Paige Taft. I'm also a resident of Guilford for 20 years, raised my family here, educated my girls here in town, and I'm looking forward to serving on the Board of Finance with Dave and Kimberly for the next term. I have been in public service. I served as chairperson for the Board of Assessment Appeals in a very trying, difficult, declining market. So I am hoping to bring community connection to the Board of Finance. Thank you.
Keith?
Thank you very much, Sandy. Again, my name is Keith Bishop. I'm proud to be a part of Guilford for my entire life. I've had 4 children through the school system, and the last youngest one is now in college. I think the most important thing is the team that we've got here and the expertise of the newer people running for the Board of Education, John Ireland and Sue Renner, and their credentials, and I'm going to yield my time to having them have more time to share with you their information. Pass on to Kimberly Brockett, who is running for the Board of Finance.
Thank you, Keith. Again, I am Kimberly Brockett. As Dave mentioned, I am a certified public accountant. I've been a resident of Guilford for 9 years and have a son in the middle schools here in Guilford, so very active and involved with the school system and obviously interested in its success. I've spent the last 19 years of my professional career in the finance and accounting industry. I've worked in public accounting. I've worked for many different industries, and for the past 8 have served as controller of Bishop's Orchards here in Guilford. I'd like to echo some of the things that Cindy and Charles hit on in terms of the needs of our town and the biggest issues. Obviously, being on the Board of Finance, my biggest concern is our fund balance and our bond rating. I've spoken about that numerous times during our forums and debates over the last few months. But the other thing I'd like to touch on is something that this team needs to bring back to Guilford, and that's communication and trust with our citizens. I feel the current administration really has affected the interaction with the citizens, and I hope as a team we bring that back to the citizens of Guilford, encourage involvement, listening, and open communication. And I'll turn it over to Linda Santacora.
Thank you, Kim. I'm running for re-election to the Board of Education. I've served since January 2008, and I have to say that I'm very proud to be running with this team. I'm proud that Keith has the years of experience that he has to offer to the Board of Education. I think that's very valuable to us as we move forward in making difficult decisions. He has the history and the background that we need to help us move forward with in an educated manner, and I appreciate the what John has to offer as far as insight as to what are appropriate ways to pursue new buildings and how we can make them sustainable and affordable. And I really appreciate Sue's ability to question why, because I think that's an important role for someone to have on the Board of Education, to make us be able to justify why we're making the decisions that we are, and so that the public knows that there is someone sitting there with us asking why, because if we can answer that to you, then we can answer it to them as well. And so I'm happy to be running with this team, and I encourage everyone to come out and vote on Tuesday, November 3rd, in support of this entire Republican ticket. Thank you for the opportunity. Sue?
Thank you. I'm Susan Koch-Renner, and I'm running for a seat on the Board of Education in my first election. I've been a CPA for about 25 years, and as a Guilford native, I'm raising my own family here in town. I'm the mother of 4 children, so I have a lot of firsthand experience with our schools. My oldest 2 have graduated and are now in college, and I have 2 in the schools right now. As I said, this is my first political campaign. It's been very exciting and wonderful in many ways, but I can't wait to go home and have a relaxing dinner with my family and burn this gray suit. I'd also like to thank all of the people in town for such enthusiasm about my candidacy and for being so receptive to my message, which is that I think it makes sense to have a CPA as one of the 9 members of the Board of Education. 9 very different people, as Linda said, who bring different experience and perspective to the board. But it is a board that handles 2/3 of our tax dollars, so to me it just makes sense to have a CPA on that board. I also believe that education is about what happens inside of the classroom, and I believe that with with some fresh ideas and a lot of hard work, we can continue to offer the children of Guilford excellent, rigorous education. And encouraging everyone to get out and vote on Tuesday, to remind everyone you know, the jogger you pass on the street, the person in line in back of you at the checkout, and drag your kids into the voting booth with you. Tell them what you're doing and tell them why it's important, why it's their privilege and their responsibility.
Yes, well, thank you very much. I think we've pretty much covered what I would consider the main issues in this campaign.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank the citizens of Guilford. Your support of putting me into office 2 years ago on the Board of Selectmen, I hope I've done you proud. I consider my service in all of that I've done for Guilford, both within the municipality and all the nonprofit work, a duty and an honor, and it is my job to do the best job that I can do. And thank you. You've helped me both in the last 2 years and most particularly during the course of this campaign. The support has been wonderful for myself and the entire team, and it is much appreciated, but I don't take it lightly. We have a lot of work to do, and we're going to get it done. I'd also like to thank my family. My poor husband, Rich, has to put up with all this, as many of our spouses do, and my son, Joey, 7 years old in Lakes. Thank both of them for all their support, but I also want to thank our employees of this town. We don't produce widgets, we provide services, and our employees have done a great job with doing that, and I look forward to continuing to support them as we go forward. Thank you.
I too would like to thank all the citizens of Guilford. This has been a great campaign, which I have been very proud to have been part of, especially part of this slate. As has been pointed out, we have tremendous individuals on the slate. The range of experience, the professionalism, the people that we have, both incumbents and new people on each board, is just going to be outstanding when elected. I'm also proud that this campaign has stuck to the issues. Guilford is in very special, stressful times. We have a lot of big decisions ahead of us, and I really believe that this team that I'm part of, if elected, can take this town through this decision-making, which will be difficult, but it is not insurmountable, and this is a great community, and I know we can do it. Please vote tomorrow, November 3rd.
I'd also like to thank all the people that encouraged me to actually come out and vote, come out and actually run for the Board of Education. I'd also like to thank my wife and my 3 children who are at home, hopefully watching this while it's running, and I want to thank them for supporting me through this entire effort. Also looking very much forward to the future and the future of the education in Guilford. Don't forget to vote on November 3rd. And again, John Ireland for the Board of Education.
Thank you. Well, I too would like to thank everyone for your support in this. Your emails and phone calls and well wishes have been wonderful, and we do appreciate it. Please do get out and vote on November 3rd. It'll make a difference, a big difference. Thank you.
Oh, well put, Sandy. My name is Keith Bishop, and I'm proud to be a part of the community here in Guilford. As fifth generation of a small family business here in Guilford. We've grown with the times, and I want to take and have this town continue to prosper, to take the things that I've learned through my experience on the Board of Education, to couple those with my business experience, to make the innovations, the savings, how we take and work together as elected officials and employees in this town to do a better job at what our tasks and our goals are. So look forward to having you vote for the team here. It's a wonderful team with great experience. On November 3rd, please join us at the polls. If you have any questions, and more information is available for them and our emails on our website, mazza09.com. And one final note, when you look out over the candidates here, you'll notice that we've got a strong contingent of females and males, and we're a diverse team. And when you look at the candidates on the other ticket, then you can't say that same ratio exists. We're going to take and have a real diverse team here that will take and grow and build this town much, much better. Thank you.